Many CEOs are trying to increase their influence, yet they're doing it backwards. They focus on strategy. They focus on communication. They focus on persuasion. Yet, real influence doesn't start there. Real influence starts with identity. Hello there, and welcome back. Recently, I had the conversation with a CEO who runs a very successful company. From the outside, everything looked perfect. Revenue growing, team expanding, opportunities everywhere. Yet, after one of his leadership meeting, he told me something very interesting. He said, "Francois, I feel like I'm constantly pushing my vision forward, yet I'm not sure people truly feel it." And that's when we discovered the real issue. It wasn't strategy, it wasn't communication, it was identity. Because when your identity is clear, your influence becomes natural. So great CEOs who create lasting influence understand something very powerful. Influence is not something you try to create. Influence is something you become. This is where the CEO playbook begins. Not Chief Executive Officer, yet Chief Execution Officer. The leader who executes with clarity, conviction, and calm authority. And to get there, I guide leaders through a process I called the CURE, trademark. It's a framework teaching, CURRE. First, the CEO becomes the Chief Expansion Officer, clarifying the vision so clearly that everyone understands where the organization is going. Because a blurred target never wins gold. Then the leader becomes the Chief Excavation Officer. Why? Because they're uncovering the hidden challenges beneath the surface, the fears, the habits, the bad ones, the patterns quietly slowing process. Next comes the Chief Elimination Officer. Execution requires elimination. Distractions, unnecessary complexity, leadership noise, all removed. Then the CEO becomes the Chief Energy Officer, because great leadership is not only strategy, it's rhythm, focus, and presence. Finally, the leader becomes the Chief Excellence Officer, where clarity and leadership, discipline becomes daily habits. And when all five identities align, the CEO naturally becomes what I call the Chief Execution Officer, the leader who moves forward with precision and influence. Here's a pro tip. If you want greater influence as a leader, don't start with persuasion, start with alignment. Ask yourself this question: is the leader I am becoming aligned with the influence I want to create? It's a great question. Because when identity and leadership align, influence follows naturally. Many of the CEOs I speak with really appreciate having a place where they can actually think through ideas privately, where they can actually step back from the noise and sharpen their leadership identity. Here's your integration assignment for this week. Take 5 minutes this week and actually write down one sentence. The leader I choose to become is, and then not the role, not the title, the identity. Because the moment you define the identity, your decisions begin to align with it. When leaders turn identity into influence, they don't need to push their vision. People feel it. And that's when leadership becomes powerful. If this resonates with you, you know where to find me. Make it a great day.